Hey, fellow mathers! Welcome to the podcast where math is figure-outable. I'm Pam, a former mimicker turned mather.
And I'm Kim, a reasoner who now knows how to share her thinking with others. At Math is Figure-Outable, we are on a mission to improve math teaching.
We know that algorithms are amazing achievements, but y'all, they're terrible teaching tools because mimicking step-by-step procedures actually traps students into using less sophisticated reasoning than the problems are intended to develop.
In this podcast, we help you teach mathing, building relationships with your students and grappling with mathematical relationships.
Wonder if I could say, then the problems could be developing. I'll have to think about that. Y'all, we invite you to join us to make math more figure-outable. Never sit on our laurels. We're always improving. Always
for sure.
Trying to change, to tweak the message.
Yeah.
It was fun the other day when we did this live. We worked with, 85 leaders from across the state of Texas. And we did that. We introed ourselves using the podcast intro. That was fun when they all repeated with us.
Yeah.
Math is
and we
figure-outable.
still do not have it memorized.
Well, you did. You had your part down. Good heavens. I almost had it.
We're going to get it down one day.
One little part I didn't quite have memorized. Well, we read it. I read it. I don't know. Maybe you don't. I read it every time.
I think if you told me say it now, I probably couldn't. But
you had prepared.
You would think I had looked at it.
That's like the story of our lives. You're prepared.
Trying to be.
Gosh.
Oh my gosh. Speaking of being prepared, it is 2026.
Great way to start 2026.
I know. We are getting prepared. What a year that we had in 2025. It was so busy, so full, and so good. Like so many good things.
Yeah, fantastic 2025. Kim, let's look back a little bit. At 2025.
Okay.
And recap just a little bit. So some of the big things, y'all, I wrote the Developing Mathematical Reasoning, Avoiding the Trap of Algorithms K-12 anchor book. It came out in February, bestseller on Amazon. Super happy with how that, it was a top new release for a little while.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thrilled that that's going so well. Then in September, the K2 companion book from Corwin came out, Developing Mathematical Reasoning. Oh golly, I'm not going to have the whole title down. It's great how they have that.
Lessons, activities.
I'm turning around so I can see it on my bookshelf. The strategies, models, and lessons to teach the big ideas in K2. So that came out in February, did super well. I was also a bestseller for a little while. We wrote the 3-5 companion book.
Yeah.
That will be, we're going to talk about that in a minute. And we started wring the 6-8 companion book and got that first draft turned in on time. Even.
Yes.
That was a stress. Stretch of stress at the same time. Ooh, what are some other cool things that we did in 2025?
We also published a couple of problem string books. Super exciting.
I think three of them. Three of them. Six.
Finally.
Woo,
Kindergarten, first grade, and fifth grade came out. So there were, let's name that, 2 book projects going on at the same time.
Yeah,
so that was exciting news. We were happy to get Kinder out.
And that
to
finishes
wrap up.
that finishes the series. So we now have kindergarten, first, second, third, fourth, and fifth grade problem string, numeracy problem string books out per grade level. What a fantastic project. Maybe we'll just give a shout out to Holly Gabrielson, who got us started on that project. Yep. We wrapped her up. That was fantastic. Yeah, nice. Mm-hmm. What else?
We published a fantastic new mini workshop. That was exciting.
Yes, our secondary version of Transforming Teaching. Small shifts, big impact. We already had the elementary one out, so now we have an elementary focused one and a secondary focused one. Fantastic 2-hour. What we behind the scenes delightfully call it as everything you'll mess up when you try to teach math being figure-outable. Mm-hmm. Those first things that if we can catch, kind of nip it in the bud, then it's fantastic. Cool.
Yep.
So also super cool. We put out a brand new full-length workshop, High School Problem Strings.
Yep.
That had been in the hopper for a while. Really excited about getting problem strings out for topics across the secondary curriculum, from linear functions to rational functions, a little bit of data in there, statistics, I think even a little bit of probability, exponential functions, like pick your poison in secondary math. And we've got a problem string to help you teach that more figure-outable.
Mm-hmm. So I'm going to name that one more time. That was 6 books, a mini workshop, and a full length workshop. So if you have seen Pam recently in the 2025 year,
I looked bleary and a little bit.
Congratulations, she held it together.
Woo! We were sucking air over here. Just getting a lot of really high quality stuff done. I got to see a lot of people around the world. I went to South Korea for the first time, Hawaii, had a wonderful time with brilliant teachers there, Georgia, Florida, Vermont. Spent a week in Northern Alberta in February. That was cold and delightful math teachers there, New Jersey, Nebraska, Ohio, several places in Texas, Virginia, Chicago, Wyoming, Alabama, California, 23 conferences attended. Whew! Lots of traveling.
Lots of travel.
Just wonderful to meet all of those people. That was fantastic.
Yeah. And back home, you also were super busy. I think you had 55 virtual professional development sessions that you did. That filled out your calendar quite a bit. Really exciting stuff in 2025. We sold over 5,000 books. And maybe the most fun, we gave out 191 scholarships to some workshops so that teachers could learn and grow on their own. That was really fun to do.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah.
We give out those scholarships during or right before the challenges that we did last year. We had 3 challenges. We had almost 10,000 people registered, over 3,000 people on live. Great time in our free challenges where we just help the world learn to make math more figure outable. Lots of fun.
Yep. So 2025 was, I like what you say when I want to say, oh my gosh, I'm so overwhelmed, I'm so busy. You say, what do you say? You say, my life is full. Is that what you say? My life is full of
wonderful things. Yeah.
That's the phrase.
And I'm always open to new opportunities.
There you go. That's one. All right. So let's talk about 2026.
Let's talk about new opportunities.
Need to know. Yeah. It's up.
Yeah. We've got some things coming up. So I'll focus on one of the big. So we have the Anchor book for developing mathematical reasoning out. The K2 book came out in September. The 3-5 book will be coming out in February, maybe early March. I think it's February. Will be coming out from Corwin. Again, that title is Developing Mathematical Reasoning, the Strategies, Models, and Lessons to Teach the Big Ideas in 3-5. So in a big way, the K-12 book was the Anchor book. It was what are the traps of algorithms and how can we avoid them? It really was sort of, I'll be honest, let me convince you that algorithms trap students.
Yeah.
That was the main push of that book. And then a little bit of what to do instead. The grade band follow-up books, the companion books they dive in. They really don't do a whole lot of let me convince you. It's really like, what do you do?
Yeah.
To teach the big ideas, models, and strategies in those grade bands. So K2 is already out. 3-5 will be coming out February, March. 6-8 will be coming out. Let's see, do I know this?
It's like August.
I think it's September.
Okay.
Yeah, in September. So we have turned in the first draft. It's out for review right now. We'll get the edits back. The reviewers' comments. We'll turn in the second draft. And then there's all that fun editing stuff where they make it look pretty and we have to catch all the math errors. And holy cow, you would think, Kim, it's amazing how many of us can look at a specific piece of writing and still an error makes it through. I'm always comforted when I realize how many textbooks went out where, like many more people looked at them and there was always those few errors that still made it.
Yeah, it's bound to happen.
But we do our best. We do our best to say, well, we will be working on getting that out. And in a big way, turning our attention, beginning of this year, here we are to writing the 9-12 book. So we're really excited about writing that. I feel like this is, in a big way, kind of coming home. This is where I started. I was a high school math teacher, and I was super excited to share what I've learned over the years and what really can be helpful in teaching high school math as more figure outable. Yeah.
And that'll be fun to wrap up that particular project. We'll turn our attention to maybe what's next. Still, there's always something, right? So we also have a challenge coming up. We continue to do free opportunities for teachers to learn and grow together with their teammates, with their colleagues at school in challenges. We also partner with some really great companies. We do webinars with Hand to Mind and Forefront and Number Club, great people doing great things. And we always like to be a part of that as well.
Holy cow. Now that you mentioned Hand to Mind, we probably should say that Foundations for Strategy, back to 2025.
Yeah.
Our Hand to Mind Foundations for Strategies that we worked all on in 23 and 24 came out in 2025. Super. Kim, I have to tell you, I did a webinar with Hand to Mind just last week. See, now I don't know when this podcast is going to drop, but we're recording it. When we're recording it, I did it just last week. And I've already done 3 webinars with Hand to Mind on Foundations for Strategies. And so it was kind of this fun conversation, like, you got any more? And I was like, oh my gosh, yes, because that product is Kim, it was so much fun to do completely like stuff I've never done before for Foundations. Because we packed Foundations for Strategies so chock full of amazing things that honestly, we don't talk about that much.
Right.
So often we talk about things that we can I just said E. Mm-hmm. That's a letter in the alphabet that I meant A, like first, good heavens, W that first that we can do on audio, and so the problem strings, things that we can do that you don't have to be looking at. Yeah. So on the podcast, we do a lot of audio stuff. In challenges, we do kind of first looks of things. Yeah. Because we're inviting new people into the Math is Forgettable community. I mean, veterans still get a lot out of it, but it's often we're doing the things that are sort of impact when you first think about math being figure-outable. Yeah. So how cool is it that in Foundations for Strategies, we really could dive deeper into other things that we do and that we're experts on, that we can help people realize these are the other things to build those foundations for strategies that really then you get good at in problem strings. Anyway, it was just super cool to be able to dive into parts of that project that I don't get to talk about very often.
It was. Yeah, it was fun to write lessons and to brainstorm and say, like, what will we put in what order and what
and why?
Yeah, where? Yeah, that really was a lot of fun.
Yeah, nice, cool.
What also else? Coming out in 2026, I know there are a lot of listeners who are going to be excited about that. The second fractions workshop is coming out in May. That's going to be exciting. The first fraction workshop was a huge hit. So many people wrapping their heads around what it means to teach fractions that are figure-outable. And so in May, fractions 2 will give people opportunity to do operations with fractions.
Yeah. And the first one, we really focused on meaning of fractions. And we did some operation stuff to get at the meaning of fractions. But now this Building Powerful Fractions 2 will really focus on the 4 operations with fractions. So we're super excited about that. That was a lot of work. Woo! It's coming out. Cool. So you're traveling. Other things that are happening in 2026, a few of the exciting places. I'll be heading back to South Korea. That's really cool. We're all going to head to NCTM in Indianapolis. I get to do some keynotes. I'm thrilled to be able to do the keynote at the T-Cubed International Conference. I've had a long, wonderful history with the T-Cubed. That's Teachers Teaching with Technology. I got involved really early in my teaching career. That's been a super support to me as a person who's really thinking deeply about how we can use technology as a tool and not a crutch. Anyway, so I'm really thrilled to be opening that conference for them. Also, I'll be working with leaders in South Carolina. I'm going to OAME in Ontario. I always camped in Texas. I get to do the keynote for the Idaho State Conference. Again, going back home. I was raised in Idaho, so I'm super excited to be able to do that. Yeah. We're both going to be going to Allison Mello's Get Your Workshop On conference, so that will be kind of fun.
August,
is that in Connecticut? I think Connecticut. Allison, where are you from?
Yeah.
Massachusetts, Connecticut. Pick an Eastern Seaboard state.
It's going to be beautiful. Yeah.
It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be beautiful. I'll have a good time. I get to go to Iowa's state conference, do their keynote, NCTM SM in Denver. That'll be super cool. And a lot of others are in the works at this point. So looking forward to a great travel schedule in 2026.
Yeah. I don't know if you know how much I love Colorado, but I might have to tack on a little bit of time
before and after. And I did a really cool hike once at a conference. And that's where I met Alan Fisher. Hey, Alan. I wonder if Alan listens to our podcast.
Good. Well,
she's like the brains behind Bridges in Math. That's where I met her. Right. Anyway, keep going.
There's a fantastic climb that I want to do near there. So
I'll be in shape. All right.
Oh yeah, let's do it. Yeah.
I mean, I guess I just sort of invited myself.
You're totally welcome to it. Yeah.
I mean, you could take your husband and go. It'd be cool.
Yeah.
Let your kids out hike you.
They would be great. Yeah. Okay. We're also working on new mini workshops, filming for workshops for our teacher and leader coaching groups. We're also prepping for live coaching sessions, live math events. In those coaching groups, we do live events for them all the time, and coaching
we have some
sessions
really
where we
good
answer questions. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry to interrupt. I love our live coaching groups. We call them Journey and Journey Leader.
Yep.
Where we meet every month, either in coaching or Q&As. And like you said, those live math events.
Yep.
I think we have a special guest that we're kind of excited to announce. So really, really love that. That fills that teacher heart of mine, be able to work over time with people and see growth and really have relationships. Yeah, it's very cool.
Yeah, busy.
All right,
busy
Kim, let's
good.
wrap this session up. If I may, I'm just going to ask you, 2026, got some, what's going on personal for you in 2026?
Yeah. Oh, wow. My oldest is graduating this year. Woo! And Pam, I go to the nearby town to get my hair cut, and I drove past the arena the other day that he's going to be graduating in, and I did not tear up at all. Not even a little bit. No tears.
Yeah. Are you saying you're excited? Is that what you're saying?
Oh, he's amazing and wonderful. And I can't wait to see him launch his life. And yes, that's going to be a fun May graduation.
That's a big first for you. You have your first graduating from high school.
Yeah.
And he's doing it in flying colors. He's got great plans for university.
Yeah.
Super happy. Yep.
What about you, Luke? Yeah, he's pretty amazing. What about you? What's your
so my 2 grandsons just turned 2. So I'm gonna drive some more trucks and throw some more balls with them.
Yeah.
I actually, the driving truck thing I'll do, but man, throwing a ball, those kids will throw a ball with me. Love it. They'll
super
kick.
fun.
Yeah, that's I was a little bit of a baller growing up, and so I haven't had that recently. All my kids are in the coop, and so that's been exciting to have that. Probably for me, the one thing that I'll mention is I think I might actually take a vacation. Now, it's not that I haven't taken like some vacations here and there, like see family. I like to see my extended family. But what I haven't had for a very long time is a vacation where I didn't have a huge deadline to come home to.
Yeah, that's nice.
So once we get that 9/12 book really wrapped up, I'm looking at trying to just get away and not have one of these books to come home with this deadline afterwards. That's on my radar. Yeah.
So well deserved. So well deserved. Woo! And it'll be nice to like completely like let go. Maybe we can get it together and have a moratorium. Like, don't talk to Pam for
come home and go, golly, do I have anything to do for a minute? That's the goal. Woo!
I won't hold my breath.
Here we go.
All right. Well, it's always something new and exciting here at Math is Figureoutable. Stay tuned and come along with us on our journey.
Yeah, we're so grateful to have you on our journey. Thanks for tuning in and teaching more and more real math. To find out more about the Math is Figureoutable movement, visit mathisfigureoutable.com and join our Math is Figureoutable teacher Facebook group if you're not in there, where Kim's in there all the time. Y'all keep spreading the word that math is figureoutable.